Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Today we're going to continue our campaign and showcase some of the most amazing rare champions in Dragonheir Silent Gods. And of course, we cannot forget about the new School of Damage, the new damage architecture that got introduced in Season 2. And I am talking about the Ice Blast. Now, before we move over to talk about the champion, guys, I just want to say a big thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are new to the channel or you haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Gods, you can download the game by clicking the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Like this, not only that you're going to get to try a new game and join me in Dragonheir, but you're going to get to help and support the channel as well. Talking about the rare champion, guys, I'm not talking about south or east. I'm talking about north. You've heard that right. He's a rare champion from the ice element, and he is an ice blast damage dealer. Now, without a doubt, there are some amazing epic champions from the ice blast element, and I gotta be honest, this is the most dominant meta for season 2. But I am talking about north, guys, a rare champion, and he really impressed me. He deals an amazing amount of damage, and some of you guys might benefit from watching this tutorial, because you know what? Maybe you have him and you didn't thought about using him because you wasn't really sure if this is a good champion or not. With a battle skill, strikes an enemy twice, each dealing cold damage. With the ultimate skill, deals cold damage to enemies within range with a chance of gaining a stack of ice crystal. Now, overall, the champion, not only that he deals good damage, but he can help and activate another ice blast hero. With a passive, if the hero has ice crystals after casting a battle skill, casts it again by consuming one stack of ice crystal. This is something that all of the ice blast heroes do, guys. When the hero deals damage, there's a 20% chance of granting a stack of ice crystal to the Ice Blast ally with the highest attack other than this hero. So pair him together with Sadic, pair him together with Bladin, pair him together with Gertin, and he will actually help you to gain some more stacks on the other ally too, which is great. Now I have him built on an Inventor set. I have him with a Manticore statue, but we're gonna go over his build at the end of the run. This is the team that we are running on Elton, guys, the Chaos Shadow boss. Now, Nord, he can be used as well in the Vortex if you need him in there. If you don't have Gertin, if you don't have somebody that has a bit of more firepower like Saidic, for example. This is the team that we're running. So we have a tank, we have a Bladin, which will give us increased attack, will give us a few extra Ice Blast stacks too. Most of those things will go to Gertin, okay? So she is the highest attack champion in here, and not only that Nord will deal damage, but he will enable Gertin even more, which will make her deal even crazier damage. But let's crack on with the run. I do have a bit of a preset for the team in case if anybody is curious. You can see it right here on the screen. And if I remember it correctly, Bladin has the Witch's Remains to put defense down on the target. I have the HP aura because we don't afford anything else. We don't have a different aura, unfortunately. Now, hopefully, Nord is not going to die earlier than the rest. Thankfully, this time around, guys, in Season 2, the boss that we're fighting here is not going to be a boss that will destroy all the melee heroes. You know, like, he hits randomly. You don't know where his attacks are going to go. It's not something that you can dodge. So it doesn't really matter if you have melee or range heroes. So Nord and the rest of the Ice Blast heroes can work just fine against Elton. So that was a pretty nasty hit. I didn't actually got a chance to see the exact numbers, but I will be paying attention for the next one. And yes, Gertin, she's completely at a different level. I'm not trying to compare them together at all, actually. Plus, she's getting all the stacks as well, you know. But that was a 300k hit, if I've said it correctly. So many numbers popped on top of it that I couldn't really make a difference. Yeah, Gertin, 500k, pretty nasty. But he's still doing a pretty good job, man. 4 million already, 27.4%, you know. So let's put that defense down, beautiful. And let's try to see the numbers again now. Come on, Nord. 333,000, I think. I think that's what I saw there, which is pretty good damage. 100% pretty good damage. So I'm definitely very, very happy with that. And the thing with Ice Blast, the new school of damage, is just so powerful. Like, look at this. We are already at almost 22 million damage, guys, in barely 90 seconds. You know, it's crazy. We are there, literally 22 million damage. So definitely do not sleep on Nord if you have one available on your account, guys, because he's not going to disappoint you. Now, of course, as any other school of damage, you will require to bring in a few different characters that basically enable each other. That's why I have multiple Ice Blast in here too. The more crystals they have, the more often they will use their battle skill, you know. So that actually brings in a lot of damage. And no, stop hitting my Nord. We don't want him to die before the rest. When he's actually dying, I'm going to stop the run just in case, because it does seem like he's about to get wrecked in here. Okay, we had no defense down there, unfortunately. I think we got resisted. But that's the thing with Elton. He's spreading the damage to pretty much everybody, you know? So that's why it doesn't really matter if they're range hero, if they're melee heroes. It makes absolutely no difference. And this one right here is actually a very accessible team for this boss, because I am using legendary artifacts, but the heroes that I'm using are definitely fairly accessible, you know? So we lost Bladin. Bladin really activates Gurtin even more with the increased attack and the extra Ice Blast stacks. Like, if you're paying attention to the Ice Blast, you see, Gurtin had 4, he has 0, because nobody really enables him. He just enables himself with the ultimate skill, gets a stack, and that's it. That's what he has. While his passive activates Gurtin. Bladin with his ultimate activates Gurtin. Gurtin activates herself. So this is one of the main things that created such a big damage gap in between the two of them. But of course, Gurtin, she is a much better hero overall, you know. Like, I cannot take that away from her. So we lost him. Let's back out of here, and I'll show you the builds on everybody just in case if you guys are curious to see what we have running in here. 44 million damage in 3 minutes. It's just so powerful. So talking about Gurtin, she dealt an insane amount of damage, 25 million. But then we have Nord with almost 13 million damage. And he dealt a 29% amount of damage out of the entire team, which is definitely pretty impressive. So honestly, if you have a Nord available, you might be looking to build a new team for the Chaos Shadow or for the Lunar Radiance event. He can be very useful. Like, I'll be very honest with you guys. I do think that Ice Blast out damages Frost by a mile in this season, you know. Like, if you're wondering about the Lunar Radiance event and you're gonna be like, well, I only have 2 Ice Blast heroes or 3 Ice Blast heroes and they're not legendaries or anything like that, just go with these 3 in. You're absolutely going to demolish that boss regardless of what other Frost heroes you have available on your account. Trust me when I'm telling you that. Just give them some support and they'll be doing an amazing job. Now, I want to quickly show you the champions, the builds that I had on them, just in case if any of you guys were really curious about it. It might be helpful for some of you. So let's go Ice Radiance. I'm going to start with Gurtin because that's what we had in the team as well. And she has a legendary artifact. She actually has the Blooms of Prina. These are her total stats. The thing with her, she buffs herself with increased crit rate. It's easier to build. She buffs herself with increased crit damage. But we have 80 crit rate, more or less, 177 crit damage, 5.1k attack. And she is on an Inventor set. Then moving over to the next champion that we had, and we used in this team, of course, is going to be Nord. He's on an Inventor set with a Manticore statue and total stats, 51k HP, 1.2k defense, 4.3k attack. So Gurtin had almost 1k attack more than him. He has 97 crit rate, 185 crit damage. Pretty decent build. Definitely not bad. Then I have Bladin. He has a Cyril set with the Witch's Remains. Total stats, 44k HP, 1.2k defense, 3.2k attack, 105 crit rate, 139 crit damage, 236 accuracy, and we have 20 skill haste. Then we have Elvis. He's the tank in this team. He is on a Moonlight set with the Rift Hourglass artifact. 66k HP, 3.7k defense, 231 accuracy, 43 skill haste. The reason why I want to get accuracy on a champion like this is because he puts decrease recharge speed penalty on the boss, you know, which makes him very, very effective against these world bosses. I don't think I have him scroll, no. So I have no scrolls in this champion. Then I have Catherine. She was part of the team. I think she might have the gatekeeper. No, she has the bells. Okay, she has the bells. And total stats on her, we have 51k HP, 2.5k defense, 1.8k attack, 334 enlightenment. Now, actually, I have a very good artifact for her, which I haven't leveled up just yet because I just recently unlocked it from the Pillar of Trials. But the Everlasting Diamond, I think it can actually be better than the bells. You know, you're getting the enlightenment, which you need on her, and you're getting a 25% increase in the heal, you know, which I do think is much better than what you're getting from here, you know? Or it's very, very similar maybe with it. So you're getting a seed and heals the ally for, 30% of the previous healing. So it's more or less the same thing, actually. More or less the same thing, yeah. Pretty much the same cup of tea. Like, it's not really going to make a massive difference if you're using this or if you're using the other one, which is a good thing to know. Then I think that was about it, right? We had no other champion in the team, but she's on a Moonlight set too. So that was all for this video, guys. I just wanted to really highlight Nord because I know a lot of people are wondering, is this champion worth it? Should I use this champion? Is he going to do anything for my team? And I really think that he is a very, very solid rare champion that can benefit a lot of you guys out there. That was all for today's video. Thank you to Dragonheir again for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget, if you guys want to help and support the channel or try out Dragonheir Silent Gods, you can download the game by clicking the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. That was all for today's video. Much love and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.